Good morning, West USA Realty. My name is Keith Flynn. I'm the Director of Digital Marketing here at West USA. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Again, as being a weather geek, I'm always got to say something about the weather, and it's heating up out there. So hope you guys are safe, cool, and enjoying relatively short week. I know that we had Memorial Day weekend this past weekend. Want to throw a shout out to active service members. Say thank you so much for your service and for all you. Make sure you're remembering and honoring those who gave their ultimate sacrifice. So, hey, at the end of the day, Facebook, while you probably just tired of hearing about it, Facebook is ever changing. Facebook is continuously making updates and edits and changes. And so some of you listening may have heard or seen the most recent changes to Facebook. I know they're starting to roll out their new desktop version. I actually was on a phone or got an email from our director of career services, Mindy Thompson, was like, hey, what's going on with Facebook, man? They completely changed the look and feel. So we'll jump into that when I get into a live environment. I've got a few slides for you like usual. Just talk about what's Facebook's doing, some statistics on like why one should be using it, how it is going to benefit us as real estate agents. And so again, thanks guys for being here. I really appreciate it. We will probably run about an hour. Of course, this is recorded like all of our webinars. You can always find them on our YouTube channel. We do repost these onto our closed groups, which is nice. And then you guys can follow along and see what we're doing. And if you're on here on YouTube, make sure you hit the subscribe button and hit the notification. That way you won't miss any of our videos. But before I get going, I just want to throw a shout out real quick. We have the luxury of having great sponsors and vendors here at West USA Realty. This morning we have we have Bree from VIP Mortgage on with us, and Bree's gonna just chat a little bit about what she does, and want to say thank you to Bree for sponsoring. So, Bree, what is new in the world? How are you?
Hi,
Hey.
thank you so much. So first of all, thank you for having me. I absolutely am so excited about this class. I actually called Keith. Was it last week that I called you about Facebook?
Thank you.
Last week, right? To ask about some of this exact stuff that I think you're going to go over.
Yeah.
So I'm so excited. Keith's like the expert on all of this stuff. So I'm really excited to learn some of this. But so I do business development over at VIP Mortgage. And one of the things that I'm super passionate about is just kind of getting to know agents and figuring out what is it that you guys kind of need. So whether it's working with you guys on your social media and giving kind of some of the ideas and helping you to narrow down like exactly what you want to be doing, or giving resources that are going to help with making your job easier. So one of the things that some of you guys might have already heard about is I do a virtual home tour. So it actually, I had gotten the idea from one of Keith's classes, was that right now with kind of things changing and how showings are able to happen and how home tours are able to happen before I did them in person. And I really was like, we need to have a way for agents to market their listings to each other without having to physically kind of be there and make it so that everybody's comfortable. So we started doing a virtual home tour where we just have listings from all over the valley. And I think actually a West USA agent from, I believe it's Pine Top, is going to have her listing on our tour today.
Oh, love it.
Yeah, so I'm really excited because it just gives agents from all over the place an opportunity to market their listings to each other and let each other know kind of what's out there. So if anybody is interested in that, just let me know. You pretty much just have to type the alphabet into your email. It's Bree, B-R-I, at VIPMTGINC.com. And we can on there. And like I said, I do business development for VIP. So I work with some of the most amazing loan officers. And so if you have any questions when it comes to kind of the mortgage side of things, just let me know and I can get you hooked up with somebody.
That's awesome. Thank you so much, Bree. And actually Bree's an avid burger lover. So tell us, did you enjoy any burgers this weekend?
So actually, you're not allowed to tell Mike, Nick, or but I had a chicken burger.
Okay.
Not let me live that down if I tell them. But we had burgers, and my family decided that like they made regular ones, but then they made these chicken ones. It was weird. I'm very much where I'm like, if you're gonna do a burger, like I don't do the like veggie burgers and like that stuff because I'm like, no, just like do a burger.
Yeah, no.
But so yeah, I was like, bad idea, Brienne, bad idea. So don't tell them.
No, I won't let them know. Definitely and certainly, none of them are our veggie burger lovers. So,
I mean, although I have witnessed them have one on occasion, and so
yeah,
you know,
it's every now and then it catches up to us when we look down and you're like, okay, I maybe indulged a little too much. Well, Bree, thank you so much. Really appreciate you being on this morning. And obviously, as always, thank you for sponsoring, and we will hear from you soon.
Thank you.
All right, have a great day. Awesome. All right, guys, so let's rock and roll. Yeah, we want to jump into Facebook this morning. As I mentioned, Facebook has a lot of changes. It's ever changing. And so whether this is your first time listening to one of our webinars or you are a repeat listener, I cycle back through Facebook classes when it was in person, at least once a month. And then I would do some intermediate 201 or 102 level classes every other few months because Facebook is ever changing. And so it's good for all of us to check back in. And whether it's our webinar or another webinar, it's good to consume as much content as you can when it comes to webinars for Facebook, because Facebook is ever changing. And as it changes, so do we, so does our messaging. And so, don't ever relax and stop learning. You may hear some stuff you've heard in the past, but there's always new things coming out. And so one of the big goals for you as a real estate agent when it comes to Facebook, regardless of how the platform changes or features change or the way we connect or they have new video conferencing, bottom line is, as a real estate agent, we want to build an online audience, right? We're here to create relationships at scale, a lot faster than you would be able to do if you were in person or moving person to person in a room. And now more than ever with social distancing, people are starting to realize, agents are starting to realize, small business owners are starting to realize that if we want to connect and get our information out there, our messaging, our small business, social media is definitely going to be the way to go, and it has been. And so you definitely need to implement this into your tool belt. And so I just want to reiterate that embracing it and doing the best you can, whether a few times a week or every day, again, what you put into it's what you're going to get out of it. And so our goal is to really help you bridge that gap between, okay, I know I need to use it, but I'm not sure how to use it. And so that's what we're going to cover this morning. I'm going to go into creating a brand new business page. This is Facebook Basics. So share with you how to create a business page and what you really need to do to dial it in. And then moving forward, how do you really work your business page in addition to not just your business page, but some elements to your personal page as well and into closed groups. And so connecting with local businesses and communities, this is a huge opportunity for you guys to, again, own the fact that you are the neighborhood mayor, that you are, in fact, the neighborhood expert. And so not only beyond just listed, just sold, your opportunity to use Facebook to connect with other local businesses, communities, nonprofits, anybody and everyone that is within the area that you want to work, great opportunity for you to do so. Enhancing your online marketing and your listing tools. Your clients are going to ask you, what are you doing to market my listing? You can obviously say that I'm using the social media platforms, which is a huge element and component to branding and getting your content out there. And of course, developing an online personality and garnishing recognition for that. People are seeing what you do. They are seeing the social proof. They're seeing all the effort that you put into growing your knowledge base. And then again, really building that relationship and eventually taking those people offline, getting them into your CRM, getting them into your drip campaigns. Social media is a great way to meet people and to start working on relationships, and then obviously getting them into the pipeline and moving them through the sales process. And so when it comes to Facebook consumption and engagement, one of the elements that I really wanted to point out for you guys is, I know I hear often, well, my kids say Facebook's dying, or no one's really using Facebook. Facebook was taking a bit of a hit before this whole pandemic thing went down, they did see a drop, and they were seeing a drop in the age demographic. A lot of the younger ones, number one demographic that's not or is migrating off of Facebook is you're 18 to 25. And usually the number one response is the reason why they're doing that is because mom and dad are on Facebook. And so they don't want to be where mom and dad are at. And we totally get that. But at the end of the day, that's not our target audience. When it comes to being a real estate agent, we are focusing on, a qualified buyer, higher education, larger income. And so the fastest demographic on Facebook that's growing right now is your baby boomers, 55 and older. And so anyone who's looking to retire, downsize, whether it's a death, divorce, unfortunately, a lot of those life-changing events that are going to be an indicator, will signal that there may be a need to buy or sell. And so just showing you guys on the monitor, among the users that are using social media right now, this is a percentage of each of them that are using it. And so Facebook's still number one. Instagram right behind it at number two there, but 76% of the people who are using Facebook are logging on a daily basis. And so it's a lot of people who are logging on and consuming content through the use of Facebook, connecting with family and friends, learning about a product or service or a business, doing their homework, staying abreast of what's currently happening in the news. And then, at least 15% there of your Facebook users are at least connecting on a weekly basis, and then 7% are less often. So the breakdown there: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Pinterest, and LinkedIn. A lot of real estate agents are having success with Pinterest and LinkedIn. Again, a professional social media platform designed around your expertise, your high value content. And then Pinterest being an Instagraph, a very visual platform. Awesome opportunity for you guys to use Pinterest, create boards. And I think we'll probably throw a Pinterest webinar into the mix here in the not near future. Not so near future. Well, in the near future, we'll get one in there for you guys. We'll go through the nuts and bolts in creating a Pinterest. I personally use Pinterest for cooking recipes and connecting with to do DIY stuff at home, redoing a backyard. Awesome element for you guys as real estate agents to use that to your advantage. So over 70% of the Facebook users log in between 6 to 10 times a day. That 75% that I showed you on the past slide there, 76% daily users. When they're logging on as a daily user, each day they're logging on 6 to 10 times a day. So that's a lot of time that we're spending looking at our mobile device. And so again, you're not creating content. If you're not creating content on your mobile device, you're not in business. You got to be pushing content through that mobile device. That is going to get you a lot of personal branding opportunities, establishing yourself and marketing you as a real estate agent. 80% of users connect to a brand or business via Facebook, often local businesses. And so we're looking for a place to go out to eat. We're looking for a place to shop. We're looking for something to do in the evening time. And especially now that we're all getting a chance to get out again and see what it's like to be out there in the real world, we're all connecting through businesses and finding out what are they doing to reopen, what are their new rules, how are they adhering to the CDC's guidelines. I want to go. There's a lot of restaurants that I want to go out and visit, and so I'm going to jump on their Facebook page, see what they're doing to pivot and to reintroduce themselves back into being a business that is open. And so of your active users or of Facebook in general, there's currently 2.5 billion users on Facebook. Still the number one platform to use when it comes to people using social media. And so one of the things we'll cover too is what is the difference between your business versus your personal page? There often, especially for real estate agents, it's a little bit of a conundrum because our face is our business. And so not only making sure there's a differentiation between our two pages, you must have a personal page in order to have a business page, because your personal account, your personal page would be the administrator for your business. And so making sure that you have a clear distinction between the two, and then obviously making sure that with your personal page, all your personal delicate information, friends, family, things like that are not easily accessible by somebody who may be just searching for you to find out more about you as a real estate agent. We want to drive them to our business page in the beginning and let them learn about us from there. Some of the value propositions when it comes to being on Facebook, I put together or have often suggested and advised you guys to be consistent. Make sure you're using valuable information for self-branding, not be constant. When it comes to social media, it's good to be consistent and point out the highlights, especially as a business owner, as a small business owner. But being consistent or being constant where you share everything can turn off your audience a little bit because they don't need to see every nuance of your day. They just want to know some of the highlights about what you're doing and how you're working your business. What to post, right? So should we be doing blogs, listings, photos, hyper local? Yes, all of it. You should definitely have a nice, diverse book, an editorial calendar of content that you're putting out when it comes to using Facebook. Think outside of just posting. Think more of using all the tools that Facebook has for you to use, whether it's the closed groups, video, going live. I've done a couple webinars on all these different aspects when it comes to using Facebook. Be sure to jump over to our YouTube channel, and you can find a lot of my past webinars. I actually have a playlist that has a lot of these past webinars. Of course, we will doing them again because things change, but under Keith's social media or social media with webinars with Keith Flynn. Top of mind marketing. When folks are thinking about, hey, I want to do some homework and research on where these people are at, they're always going to think Facebook Googling you. And so top of mind marketing, if you're there where they are at, that's going to be it's going to be advantageous for you anyways, but it's going to be a great return for you because they're learning more about you as an agent. Great opportunity for you to gain a following, drive traffic to your page, whether your business page, whether to your LinkedIn. Again, cross-posting is a huge tactic that a lot of successful real estate agents do when it comes to social media, because content can be cross-posted, repurposed, depending on the platform that you're using. And of course, if you're going to venture down the road to Facebook ads, at the end of the day, do not forget Facebook is a marketing platform. They have a lot of shareholders that they need to appease and show revenue. And so they do offer quite a bit in the way of Facebook advertising, an opportunity for you as agents to use Facebook ads to drive additional traffic to your listings and to learn more about you as an agent. So I do have a separate class on Facebook ads since it's just a beast in itself. So look out for that one as well, or try to find a past episode. All right, so Facebook guidelines, as I mentioned, consistent, not constant. Keep an eye on what you've put out there. It's good to share, the minutia, the little things, your day to day. But when you do, you need to ask yourself, am I on the right platform for that? I've always said reverse engineer your audience, find out where they are, and then that's where you need to be. You don't need to be on every social media platform, TikTok and Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, WeChat. There's just so many opportunities out there and so many different channels. Finding one or two that's going to work best for you and where you're sure your audience is, and that's where you need to live. So when it comes to social media in general, don't share political, religious, or controversial content. Much like you are in an interview, avoid some of those taboo topics, sex, religion, anything that would disqualify you from being employed. You wouldn't want to be that or express that in your social media content. We don't want to alienate anybody, and we obviously would love to have everyone and anyone who can qualify, buy a home, and ultimately use you as an agent. It's good to be active and engaging on your social media. Give high value content, but then ask great questions. So again, Facebook guidelines, these are just tactics that are going to help you be successful when it comes to Facebook. Give without the expectation of return. Share a lot of great content. Do your homework. Put yourself out there as being the neighborhood expert, the neighborhood mayor, and in the end, remember too, when you're on social media, it's a two-way street, right? We're not just going to post content and never come back and chat with anybody. You've probably heard this before. No, don't post and ghost. Don't be afraid to comment, like, and share. Engage with your audience, especially if you're asking thought-provoking questions or something even as simple as, what do you guys think of this backyard? What's one thing that you would do differently? And for those who take the time to chime in and comment on your content, get in there and start a conversation. If you asked that question of 4 people in a room, hanging out with them, and they responded, would you just get up and walk out? No, you wouldn't, right? You would respond back and have a conversation. It's the same principle. Engage those people in a conversation, build that relationship, and get them offline, get them into your CRM, get them into the funnel, get them into your pipeline, and obviously work to make sure you're establishing yourself as the neighborhood mayor, the resident, the expert, so that when and if they have a need or they know someone who does, they will remember you each and every time. So we're going to jump into a live environment. That way I can take you guys through the creation of a brand new business page. But before I do, whenever I do this class, I like to, if you're with West USA, you're a West USA agent. And if you're not, please sit tight. What I do like to share is on Facebook, we have our own main page, our own business page that allows us to connect with our majority of our agents or agents that are looking to join our site or join our brokerage. I'm sorry. So when you are logged into West USA, or sorry, when you're logged into Facebook, for most of us, for all of us, you're going to see this search bar in the top corner here. You may be looking at the new version of the Facebook personal page. I know they've been rolling that out. If either, regardless where what you're looking at, you will find there's a search bar here at the top. Performing a simple search for West USA Realty. We do have a lot of closed groups, but we have our main business page here, and you'll know it by the 3.5K likes. So our main business page at West USA, the brokerage here, freely is agent facing. It's agent centric content. We push a lot of content about market stats, about our webinars, classes that we have coming up. We have our newsletter for Westwards, holiday celebrations, announcements for top producers. We have our master coach Eric Gallagher, who shares content on a monthly basis as well. So just a great resource for you guys to stay abreast of what's happening not only at West USA but in the local market here in Arizona. And hey, that's our class right now we're on. So you ever need to find out what's happening, you can always jump over here and see what we have coming up in the way of CE classes. They're free, educational opportunities, you name it. So our reviews are there as well, and any other content that's going on in the market. So I just wanted to point that out for you guys. And as always, if you notice there at the very top here, we have our branded cover photos for Facebook, so you can always come here and steal one of ours, and I'll jump in that again when we're creating our page. So I just wanted to point that out. If you haven't done so, you can also do a search for West USA Realty. And from here, let's do a search return. Once that search return comes up, you can then choose any one of the categories here at the very top of the page on Facebook and select the Groups tab. Your Groups tab will filter out all the other groups and show you the ones that are based on our search, our keyword terms here, which are West USA Realty. And then we have a closed group for each and every one of our branch locations. The reason why we do this, and if you aren't or are not already in there, feel free to find your branch location and hit join. In the branch locations, each and every branch, that's an opportunity for you to connect with other real estate agents from the brokerage that are based out of your branch location. And since we haven't really had the luxury of getting together too often as of late, but I know that we should be popping open here soon. Great opportunity for you to connect with other agents out of your branch, connect with your branch manager. Announcements from virtual meetings, happy hours. Anybody who's looking to sit an open house could jump in there and ask if someone would like to help out. Looking for referrals, loan officer, title, you name it. Closed groups are a great chance for you to connect. We don't allow any other vendors or anyone that's a non-West USA agent into the closed group, so we keep it pure and enjoyable. No solicitation, so anyone who's selling isogenics or belly wraps, go ahead and save that for your personal page. So have fun with the closed groups. You can join multiple branches if you like. Just be mindful that it can get really noisy, considering that the benefit of closed groups, each and every post and comment is not missed. You actually would have all your post comments up here in the notifications, and it'll tell you if someone liked on it, shared it, commented, you name it. It's in there. You don't miss anything, unlike with a business page. And so just wanted to take you around the horn there. For those of you who do not have a business page, I'm going to create one really quick here, show you how to create one, guide you through the process. Doesn't take much. We'll talk more about content creation, how to use your business page, make sure all your content's dialed in. than we will actually creating the page. If you already have a business page, maybe you just haven't really touched it much, it's been dormant, sit tight, no need to create a new one. I've seen multiple personal accounts before where they've got a bunch of business pages over here. Let's go ahead and focus on sitting tight on that one, and then I'll show you in the About section for your business page where you can make edits if you need to. So from pretty much anywhere, you know what? Hold on here real quick. Let's back up 2 steps. If I know I mentioned the new feature or the new look. So I'm going to click on this little tab in the upper right hand corner. I'm going to come down here to switch to new Facebook. Facebook is rolling out the new look in waves. Some people may get a notification that they can change they can change their page. They can take a look at the sneak peek at the new look, the new feel of their business page, of Facebook in general. So whether you have this option or not, again, it's just going to live over here in the upper right hand corner. I'll just show you guys again. So you can switch back to classic Facebook, go back to the previous Facebook design at any time. Now, I don't know how long they're going to have that as an option. I would imagine they're probably going to let that roll for a little bit. People often don't deal well with change. And so if you're one of those people, be sure to check out the book, Who Moved My Cheese? You'll really enjoy that one. But for those who embrace change, you have the option to toggle back and forth between the classic and then the new version. And so this may or may not be there for you, but if it is, I thought I'd give you guys a sneak peek and take a look at what the new Facebook design looks like. They're basically redesigning and minimizing a lot of the noise. It's a much more minimalistic design now. Still have the search bar up in the upper left-hand corner here, but then you notice they took away their blue, the iconic blue bar at the top. But going around the horn here, you have your home tab. You have watch, which is going to be pretty much any original content videos that you're subscribing to or following. And so you have access to videos there. Marketplace, if anyone's bought or sold anything through Facebook Marketplace, I know I have done quite a bit, and so I've always been happy with it. You know who you're dealing with, no one sneaking up on you that you don't know who they are. Your groups, prominently located dead center. Pay close attention to this should you have the new design or want to start messing around with the new design. Facebook spent a lot of money during the Super Bowl. Was 5.5, almost $6 million an ad. They ran 2 ads around groups. They are really making closed groups a prominent feature of the experience of using Facebook. And it's a natural fit for us as local real estate agents because often the closed groups are focused around a hyper niched area of town. So whether you're a community closed group or an interest group, hiking, biking, you name it, definitely get into those closed groups and start building relationships. And if you're a gamer, they've thrown the gaming tab up there so you can watch and see any gamers who are streaming. I know that my son definitely watches quite a bit of these. He's a huge Preston fan, Minecraft, anyone out there? All right, so that is the pretty much the look of how it's going to be. Your feed still in the very center. You've got some sponsorship, so some ads are going to run over here on the right-hand side. Then your menu bar over here to the left, some additional features, pages, events, fundraiser. It's not too bad to navigate. Just acclimating yourself with the new look. I've been back and forth. So for the sake of the class, I'm going to stick with the classic version. But if you were to take a look at, let's not do that one. Let's go to West USA Realty, and we'll see when visiting a business page how that looks now. So you can get an idea of the structure. So your business page, you've got your cover photo here in the center, and then you can see the tabs across the center. Relatively the same, but just some different interests, some different insights when it comes to looking at your business page. Here is our insights here. And of course, this is not viewable to your visitors, anyone who's visiting your business page. This looks a lot different to them. I'm seeing additional information because we are the administrator for this page, but just to give you an idea of the look and feel. So I like it. It's taking me a little bit to get used to because, again, it's just such a drastic change. But for you guys, do what feels comfortable for you. but I'm going to go back to the classic look and we'll get rocking and rolling here. So, of course, if you have any questions, comments, concerns, compliments, feel free to jump in the box there on the right-hand side and shoot those over to me. We are live, so I'm able to answer any questions you may have. If you get stuck on something, like to clarify something, happy to answer your questions, drop them in there. And of course, if you have any afterthoughts, want to email me after the fact, I'm Keith at westusa.com. That's KEITH at westusa.com. I'm happy to answer any emails that come my way and get you guys rocking and rolling. All right, so at the very top of your Facebook page, your classic view, there's a Create tab right there. We're going to go ahead and click on the Create tab, and that's going to open up a new window for you here. In addition to creating a business page, you can see there's some other options there for you to create content as well. You can create ads from here, create a closed group, event, marketplace listing, and fundraiser. So a lot of options there for you. A lot of things you could do as an agent, as a small business owner in general. But we're going to jump on to the first one there, which is create a page. Once you click on create a page, you have two options. They want to know what kind of business you are. What kind of page do you want to create? You have a few different options there. We're going to go with business or brand on the left-hand side. Business or brand is what we're going to jump into. So just click down on and click on get started. So when it comes to creating a page, there's I've seen a lot of names. I've seen a lot of, misspellings, spacing, you name it. The simplest thing to do is adhere to what the Arizona Department of Real Estate would like us to do, and that is to clearly define our business name, your first and last name, dash or space, hyphen space, and then identify your brokerage. So regardless of who you're with, you definitely want to make sure that you identify your brokerage in there. Don't just select West USA Realty or Caldwell Banking or any other brokerage. You don't want to confuse the consumer and just list the name of the brokerage, because if someone comes across your business page and they think that you are in fact the main business page, you may get reviews from someone or for someone that's not about you, and we don't want to confuse them. So keep it clear and distinct, stay in compliance, choose your first and last name, and then West USA Realty or whatever brokerage you're with. If you're on a team, you can put your team name there as well. And of course, we don't want to identify ourselves as Realty or a brokerage if you're not, in fact, one. That'll keep you out of trouble as well. When it comes to your category, if you start to type the word real, you'll see that Facebook will give you some options there. Will auto-generate, auto-populate a list of categories based on real estate. For most of us, we're going to choose a real estate agent. That would be the appropriate category. And so go ahead and do so. And now your next option here is your street address. Now, Facebook wants to know what your address is. You have two options here. You can put the address of your branch location, if that makes it easy for you. Or you can put your home address if you like, and then check mark the box that says "Don't show my address." Only show that this business is in a specific city, state, or region. So make it easy on yourself there. Whatever you choose to do, I'm just going to go ahead and put our brokerage. And now, see, the auto populator wanted to switch that up on me, and I'm going to go ahead and change this. Now I think I may already have another test page, so I'm just going to put the number 2. That's just because Facebook, if they detect that you have a business name or you have a business page already the same name, they won't let you create a duplicate. So I'm just putting that number 2 to just circumvent the process. But go ahead and put in your address and your city and choose from the dropdown. Zip code's good. Phone number there. 602-942-4200. That is our branch or our general number for our brokerage. Of course, we do have a call center, so if any calls come in, we can always route those to you if they know who they're looking for. From there, that's about it. Really simple. Create a page. I'm going to hit continue. And Facebook is going to take me to the next screen where it's going to ask me, do I want to upload a cover photo and a profile? I'm going to skip these next few steps because I want you to see what the working template looks like for your business page. So I'm going to hit skip once, and I'm going to hit skip twice, and I think there's a third now. Oh yeah, get online bookings through Facebook. So if you're a restaurant, dental practice, someone who wants to implement a free appointment booking tool, you can do so. If you want to implement this into your business page, add the online booking. Maybe someone would like to schedule an appointment with you. Not typical for folks to schedule an appointment with a real estate agent without actually speaking to an agent. So up to you if you want to add this or not, but I'm going to put not now. You can always add that feature in later. So here you go. This is pretty much a blank template for your Facebook business page. If you haven't already done so, grab a professional headshot. There are a number of photographers who are also real estate agents who are avid photographers and may or pretty much offer their services. If you jump into the closed group, reach out to your branch manager, email me. There are a handful of folks I can think of top of mind within your area that would be able to take a photo. I know often too, well, not as of late, but hopefully back around here shortly, your loan officers, your title agent, their title reps, they often sponsor a reduced headshot event where you schedule an appointment, come in for $40, get 3 finished headshots. Regardless, whatever or however you decide to do it, highly recommend it. It is pretty much an industry standard. It's good to have a nice, clear, professional-looking headshot for your cover photo or for your profile photo. So uploading a profile photo is not too difficult at all. What you're going to do is hover over the your initial here or over the circle and click on Update. And from there, when you click on Update, it's going to take you to a number of choices. Take you to either take a photo if you've got a camera installed on your device, upload a photo if you already have one. So I'm going to go with uploading a photo. Again, I didn't set myself up for success this morning, so I don't know what photo I'm going to grab here. But let's just go ahead and drop one in and see what we're rocking and roll with. Let's see. All right, you know what? I'm just going to go ahead and use this Facebook icon. Hopefully that'll populate in there. Let's see what happens. When your photo is uploaded, it says the photo is too small, so it's probably not going to let me save it, or it will, but it's just going to be less clear and ugly. You do have some editing tools here for you to edit your headshot, cropping it, moving it around to center it. I'm going to hit save at this point. That will save the profile photo to your business page. And boom, there you go. So that's where your profile photo is going to live. I mentioned earlier, keeping the two separate, meaning your personal page and your Facebook page, is important. I do not recommend using the same headshot or the same profile photo on both for your sanity. That way you can keep a better idea of which page you're on at a quick glance. So highly recommend using 2 different photos there for you as well. Facebook's probably going to pop up and start guiding me around the platform. I'm just going to close out of those boxes and take you around here so it'll be a little more detailed. Your next option here is to upload a cover photo. This is a piece of property, the land here that's on your business page is a fantastic area for you to use for a number of different reasons. Whether it's simply just celebrating the holiday and acknowledging, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Hanukkah, you name it. This is a great place for you to change out your cover photo, and if at the very least, follow the seasons. Each and every month there's a holiday. You can create and make your cover photos here. And then uploading it is pretty simple. And so in fact, what I'm going to do real quick is actually jump into Canva. I do have a Canva class. Maybe you've been on it. Again, you can find the past recording for Canva Basics for real estate professionals. Canva is certainly growing to be one of the number one graphic design sites that you can create your own photos, edits, do overlays, even simply just creating a cover photo for your business page. And so I'll jump into creative design here on Canva. I'm going to make a quick cover photo for our Facebook page or for my business page. So whether you have something you already want to use or take advantage of Canva, it is free to use. So if you haven't created an account for Canva, I highly recommend doing so. Just to make sure you check mark out of signing up for a plan They do offer a pro plan. It's prorated. I think we're not prorated. It's a price cut at like $10 a month if you were to sign up for the whole year. But I'm going to click on create a design, and I'm just going to go to Facebook and keyword search there and see all the different preset templates that they have for creating Facebook content. One of the main selling features for Canva is the fact that they have all these templated designs. They have a huge staff of designers who make content templates for you to help with the creative process. If you're more of a left brain analytical person and not so much a right brain design creative person, fantastic tool to use. I'm more design myself than I am analytical. And even then, I still come here and I find great templates to use and give me a little inspiration, repurpose for my own needs. And then I'm off and running and I have this professional design that looks amazing. So search templates. I'm going to go for, man, what's coming up? Summer? All right, let's do something summer. Let's do what's coming up. It's summer. We're definitely hot out there. So let's do something fun like, okay, here we go. Ride the heat wave, right? We definitely have a heat wave right now. There's an advisory out. So I like what they've done here. Definitely palm trees is indigenous to the Phoenix landscape. So I'm not going to do much to this one, but I chose this template. I like the little catchphrase. So I'm going to leave this just as is. As you can see, there's all these different elements that I can change. Keep it simple for you guys. I'll get into a more advanced class for Canva down the road. But all I really need to do is just add a logo. So I'm going to come over here to my uploads. These are all my past uploads, graphics, design, logos, other elements that I've used for, okay, hold on. That's annoying. Let me turn off my watch and I apologize for that interruption. All the past design elements are here that live in your upload. So I'm going to scroll down and go find my logo. And there we go. I'm going to choose this guy right here. One click, boom, drops it right onto the cover photo. I'm going to reduce that size a little bit, maybe move it over here on into an area that's open. And of course, don't forget with all of your cover photos on your Facebook page, the easiest thing for you to make sure that all of your content on Facebook moving forward is in compliance, because anytime you're advertising or showing anything listings, you want to make sure that you have the 3 trademarks: your Realtor R, your MLS trademark listing, and of course then your fair housing. I've got these 3 together in a little in a 3-pack. I definitely still owe a few folks some emails from last week. So thank you for being patient with me. I haven't forgotten about you, and I will get those over to you. But they do need to live on your cover photos. So they don't need to be big. They don't need to be obnoxious. They just need to be there. And then I like to stuff them down in the corner and maybe make them a little not so all up in my graphics. Okay, cool. Simple. Ride the heat wave. Let's do this. All right. So I'm done with the cover photo. I actually, you know what, probably let's make this a little bit bigger. I'm going to stretch him out just a little bit bigger, and that looks good. All right, so up in the upper right-hand corner, I'm going to click on download, and I'm going to select JPEG, which is a little bit of a smaller file. PNG is what they usually recommend. JPEG, there you go, and hit the download button. Again, I'm probably moving a little fast for those of you who may have never seen Canva before, but if you're familiar with it, it's really this easy. It's not too difficult. Happy to show you guys on a future class. But now I've downloaded that to my hard drive. I'm going to jump back over here to my Facebook business page, and I'm going to hit add a cover. So just like uploading a photo from anywhere, you're going to get this little drop-down box, upload photo and a video. And I'm going to go ahead and click on the design that I just created and hit open. And Facebook's going to populate that into the cover photo there. Boom. Now, it may look a little grainy. It may look a little digitized for you. Just know that, unfortunately, Facebook does this to a lot of images. And so getting a good, clean image sometimes is a little bit difficult. So don't worry. It's not just you. It's me, as all of us. Make sure you hit save there so that saves there for you as well. And yeah, Brandy, I will definitely get that 3-pack over to you as well. Feel free to email me, guys, because I know I'll drop those in as a file attachment, keith@westusa.com, and I will spend the day responding to all those emails. So happy to do that. But there you go. There's your cover photo, right? So if there's something that's relevant, timely, something happening, of course, if you've got a few different listings, make a collage. Jump into Canva, make a collage of your listings, or if you want to feature one of your properties, maybe you've got a beautiful interior shot of a recently remodeled kitchen, bath, backyard, whatever element of the home you want to sell or push. Use your cover photo as a great place to advertise that. And of course, you can, as you saw there, with your graphics and your fonts, you can put a call to action in there. Beautiful Paradise Valley home, North Phoenix, Goodyear, Gilbert, Buckeye, wherever it is your property is at, you can add some detailed information at the bottom. Call to action, your CTA. If you'd love to see the home or for more information, call me, email me and have fun with it from there. I mean, you can even, have a lot of fun with it and brand it to you specifically. If you have, access to a PNG of your headshot, that's where they cut you out and you are just a solo or silhouette of you. You can stuff yourself in the corner over there, as I've done our managing broker or designated broker, Dwayne Fouts, and have fun. Throw yourself on there and you can, you could almost build yourself on a billboard, right? See what it would look like. Anyways, have fun with that one. But cover photos created. So we're good. We're pretty much off and running now when it comes to creating our business page. So any questions, feel free to shoot those over to me. Happy to crank along here and jump on one of those should you send one. All right, big drink of water. Here we go. So next step for you guys, you probably all see this blue button over here. It's add a button. This is a call to action button. This is a button that Facebook gives all business pages. You can only have one. And I'll say it again after I'm done showing you how to use it. You can only have one button. I usually get someone to say, what can I add a second button? Nope. The add a button for your business page allows you to add in a few or one of a few options that Facebook will provide for you. Designed for those who are accessing your business page from a mobile device with the click of a button. They can book an appointment with you, contact you, watch a video, learn more about you. Whatever option you choose, you can assign to the button. Common for most of us as real estate agents is the Contact You tab. You have 6 different options here under Contact You. So whether send you a message, call now, which would dial your phone number directly, sign up, send an email, WhatsApp, you name it. I'm going to go ahead and choose call now. If someone needed to get in contact with you, as you can see, all my choices, the button in the upper right-hand corner right here is changing to give you an idea of what that looks like. Once I've selected call now, I'm going to go ahead and slide down just a little bit and click on next. And the next tab will take you to step number 2, which is asking you, hey, what's your phone number? So we're going to click on that tab right here that says add your phone number. And we're going to populate the phone number section. So 602, almost put my cell phone, 942-4200. We don't want to do that. All right, hit save. What that does is add the phone number to the metadata in the call button, the call now button. I'm going to hit finish, and the button will change to call now. And you can always edit that at any time. There you go, call now. So if anyone's on your mobile device, they'll just tap that button, call you directly. If you wanted to use email, you could choose your email address, Messenger, whatever works best for you, but definitely take advantage of that because it does add another touch point for you when it comes to using your business page. Moving right along to just below the cover photo here, you've got your like button, you follow, share, and then your ellipsis, which has some additional choices. This lives on all business pages. So if I were to visit Target's business page, or if I went to West USA's business page, you name it, you have the like tab, you have the follow, and then you have share. So once your business page is created and you're dialed it in, feel free to hit the like button. You can be the first person to like you. And then from there, click on the follow. And excuse me, this is where I tell agents to advise anyone who may want to stay abreast of what's happening with your business page. Facebook allows you to select up to 30 follows and be first to see their content first. Meaning that when I jump into my personal page on my feed on my personal page, I'm going to see content from this business page first. I'm basically telling Facebook that I want to see this content before I see anything else. I've got a handful of business pages that I want to stay aware of. When they push new content, I want to be the first ones to see it. And so you can advise your audience to do the same so that they always see your content first. And then you could do this too for anybody that you're following as well on their business page. Then you have your share tab, which we'll get into here when you start to invite friends to like your page. And then we'll go into this tab as well. So I just wanted to acclimate yourself with those. Now, on the left-hand side of your business page is your navigation here. There's many different options when it comes to using your page and filtering out the content that we see. There will be some over here that are not relevant to you as a real estate agent, but I wanted to take you guys down here to the About section. If you don't see it, click on See More and then go to the About tab right here. Now, I know we had some initial questions that Facebook asked us at the beginning, our street address, the name of our business. There's more options for you once you get into the About section here to make edits to your page. Scrolling just down just a little bit, and first, if you haven't noticed, if your address is populated correctly, you will see a small map here, and that shows any of your audience members where you're located. And this is why if you put your branch location, it will just show the location of the branch. Scrolling down through your business page, you have a general tab here. So anyone who already has a business page, if you ever need to make a name change, you get married, you join a team, you leave a team, whatever the case may be, you can always make an edit to your name here under the general tab, again, under About, and then over here to General, and then click on the edit button right here. Now you can make an edit to your name, but Facebook definitely advises you not to do this too often. Sometimes an edit can take up to 3 days to change. Sometimes it's 30 minutes, sometimes it's instantaneous. It really just depends on what side of the bed the Facebook page woke up on that day. So no rhyme or reason, but just know that it'll notify you that it may take some time to change. Try not to change this too often. They do have a security feature in place that doesn't allow it to happen, just to prevent fraud with all the disinformation that's been out there with Facebook getting in trouble. So it's just a small feature that they installed to slow us down. But make your change as you see accordingly. I'm not going to make any changes right now, so I'm just going to close out of this box, but I wanted to at least show you where it's at. If you need to change your category at all, maybe you become a broker or you want to make a change to it, you can always add and remove categories right here in this section as well. So moving down under, you'll see from our general section here, we're going to go down to the additional contact information. You can enter in and add your email address. So I'm going to click on the email tab and I'm going to put my cursor here into the box and I'm going to put in my email address. Highly recommend you doing the same, and whatever email address that you prefer, this will now be available in your About section. All right, so go ahead and click on Save. And chances are Facebook may send you a notification to that email just to verify, in fact, it is an operating or a legit email. If it does so, just follow the instructions and you're good to go. Next, website. If you have a website, excuse me, do you have a website that you'd like to enter in here? Just go ahead and click on that tab as well. And you don't have to put in the HTTP S for security. You can actually just do www and then whatever your web address is. So keep it simple, www.westusa.com, or you can even just put westusa.com. That'll work as well. And when you hit save, that will drop in your email address or your web address and add in the linking for you there. So you're good. That's an easy teasy. All right, from there, there's additional information down here below. Don't really need to worry about any of this. Nothing you really needs. You don't really need to fill it all out. There is a more elaborate about section. There is a chance for you to, an opportunity for you to add more content about yourself, a little bio, who you are, what you do, why you do it, areas of focus, probate, flipping homes, distressed sellers, new builds, whatever. If you want to add that in there, maybe you've been an agent for a number of years, use this opportunity to share more about yourself, differentiate yourself from your competition. You do have a limit of 255 characters, but this is a great place for you to maybe share a little bit about who you are and what you do. So I'll leave that blank for now since I don't have one prepared. And you probably don't have a menu, but if you do, shoot me an email. I'd love to know what you're chefing up. But this is primarily for obviously restaurants, food trucks, anybody in the food service industry. You can add a menu to there as well. All right, so I kid. So the story tab over here on the story section, this is similar to like a blog post. And I'm gonna let me go into our main page and I'll show you guys what that tab does and why it would be great for you to do something there. There we go. We're gonna populate real quick. All right. So when someone visits your business page, right here is that section I was just showing you, the About West USA. So blank for now in the story. Once it's filled out, this is what you see here. This is a great chance for you to just do that little synopsis, a real quick shot, a photograph of maybe you sitting down with some potential buyers, sellers. Maybe you're doing a home tour. I'm a huge fan of taking staged shots. And so whether you're by yourself, you have a selfie stick, or you have a tripod, or you bring along a colleague or a family member, a quick little tip for you, a little trick. I know a lot of agents will go into new builds on off hours, minimize the chances of anybody else being in a new build model home with you. And they'll bring in their camera and a quick tripod and they'll do their 30-second elevator speech video, or they'll take some stage shots, or, in the kitchen, leaning against the island, maybe in a master bath. These homes are beautifully decorated and already have all the bells and whistles that you could want in a home, obviously, because they're there to entice you to buy. So as an agent, take advantage of that stage, that studio, that great place for you to get some really cool shots, and then use those in your marketing materials. There's no reason why you can't take advantage of that. Give some of those shots of you in the process, or maybe bring along mom and dad, and then you're walking them through the home, and you're doing some shots just like this, which is stock imagery. So, but it's you instead of somebody we don't know. But you can then use that collateral for a lot of different things, but in this specific case for your story, click on the plus there. You can drag or add a photo into that tab. As you can see, it's that simple to populate, and then give yourself a title about me, right? And then here is where you take advantage of creating what is very similar to a blog post. You can add your story, how you became an agent, your struggles with typing, whatever you want to share. I didn't use a keyboard until my late 40s, but whatever your story is, whatever you want to share, have fun with it. It's got some, it has some stylizing, some formatting. You can add a header, title, additional images into a content. If you're looking for someone to write something for you, I know a lot of folks aren't comfortable talking about themselves. You can go to Fiverr.com, Fiverr.com. Fiverr.com is a freelance global website. You can find copywriters, editors, videographers, editing. I mean, you name it. It's an amazing site to find someone who can freelance and do some stuff for you. Have someone write up, take your resume and write a little bit of a bio piece. Use that section so that when they visit your business page, this is what they're going to see here. And they learn more about you. Obviously, this is an opportunity for you to sell yourself and talk more about you as an agent. So just wanted to show that to you. I'm going to hit publish. And once it publishes, then it will be back on the main business page and live right there on the right-hand side. So totally take advantage of that. Once that's dialed in, it'll say a lot about you as an agent, and a great tool for you to use from there. So on the left-hand side, as I mentioned, for your navigation, services, reviews, shop, offers, these two probably aren't really relevant for you as an agent. So you can remove those if you'd like, and it's a pretty easy thing to do. From your business page, in the upper right-hand corner here where it says settings, we're going to click on that settings tab. Now, when you go into that settings tab, we're going to specifically go to, come on, there it is. We're going to go to templates and tabs. There's a lot of settings in here. You can set profanity level. So if anyone uses any profanity, which I rarely have ever heard anyone doing so, but that just goes to show you the scope and the depth that you can go into your settings to set those up. Messaging is here. Take advantage of this messaging tab. You can set the auto populator, so a little pop-up will pop up here when people visit your page for the first time, encouraging them to connect with you. You can set your general settings for your messaging. So use a return key to obviously send your message, start a conversation, show a greeting. It's turned off right now. So there you go. Show a greeting. Greet people before they send your page a message. So that box will pop up the first time they visit, and you can ask either. You can use their copy they have here. Hi, Keith Flynn. Thanks for getting in touch with us on Messenger. Please send in us any questions you may have. Or you can change that out and write what you'd like. But some features there that really enhance for your business page. Go through those settings. There's a lot of them. That could be a whole nother webinar in itself, but I'm going to take you guys to templates and tabs for now. So click on templates and tabs. When you get into the templates and tabs section, as I mentioned on the navigation, there was shop and offer. You can not only remove these tabs or these options, but you can manipulate the order in which they appear. So best shared practice, statistically, folks are visiting your About tab. So I clicked on the About tab, and I'm going to move that to the top. I want the About tab to be one of the first choices they have under the Home. Okay, so there you go. Boom. Now it's nested right underneath the Home. Service. I've seen some agents, try to use it for services. Really up to you. I'm going to show you here. Just click on the settings tab on the right-hand side, and then you can toggle that off, and that will turn off the settings tab, and then hit save. And then do the same for shop and offers. Again, we're not e-commerce. We're not selling anything online. Maybe you have another business where you do. Now you know that exists. You can turn off your offers tab. And that way, this cleans the navigation up quite a bit. And then I like to move things around in the order of basically how people view your content. If you're asking for a lot of reviews, you've got reviews on your business page, put those up at the very top, prominent in your navigation. Photos, statistically, and videos are two of the most visited tabs as well, especially if you're putting out content, which each and every one of you should be. After all, why would we be on Facebook if we're not putting out content, right? We want people to learn about us, establish a relationship, build, and encourage engagement. Posts and then events, especially for you folks who are using the events tab for your open houses. Even after the fact, even after the open house, your events tab will still live in there. And that shows any potential seller that, you use social media actively. Look at my past events. They are my past open houses, and they can see the quality of work that you're doing. And then jobs and community, obviously, if you're not hiring, we can turn that off. We are minimizing this navigation so that it has just a nice clean feel to it with tabs that are relevant to what we're doing. So that's that. No need to hit save after that. You're good. Now I'm going to jump back into our main page by clicking the page button here in the upper left-hand corner. And then it's going to take me back to my main page. And you can see now the order has changed based on my preferences. So, okay, okay. Here we go. All right. Facebook now has made the changes to my navigation, and I have the About at the top, reviews, video, posts, photos, and events. Smaller, cleaner, more streamlined. I think it's a great tool to use. Take advantage of making your navigation clean. So that is pretty much a nice general start to your business page. We've got an opportunity to do a number of different content creation tips for you guys when it comes to going live, when it comes to your content creation. If you're using Facebook from a personal standpoint, then it's the same features when it comes to running on a business page. You're simply going to click on create a post, and you have a number of different options when it comes to photo, video, going live, creating, uploading your videos. Just some quick tips for you guys. If you're going to shoot video or create video content, I highly recommend that any video that you create, whether you're creating it through the use of going live or you're uploading pre-recorded video, Do your best to make sure that video lives on Facebook. I know a lot of folks who will upload the video to their YouTube channel and then drop a link into Facebook or into the Facebook post. Facebook actually doesn't really want people to leave the platform. So any video that you shoot that lives natively on Facebook, meaning that you've uploaded the video to Facebook and it's living on their server and in your video tab, they will give more weight. They will give more credit to they will cast out your content more organically or organically to more of your audience than if you were to drop in a tab from YouTube. And that same principle goes for a lot of stuff. So if you're ever just dropping links in from Business Journal or from the Arizona Republic, those are great resources for you to use to get content or to create ideas around content. But if anything, make sure your content lives. You're logging into your Facebook page and creating your content from scratch, because that's going to be where you're going to get the most value when it comes to using the platform. Anybody who's using a third-party posting service like Hootsuite or TweetDeck, Facebook's going to ding you a little bit because they don't want you using automated services. They want you to post directly from their platform. So, I know it's a little extra step, but do your best, especially when it comes to video. You're going to see more engagement and more people will have seen your content when it lives within the page. Times a day to post. You're safe on Tuesdays and Thursdays when it comes to content creation. Statistically shown that folks are visiting and they're on Facebook daily, but Tuesdays and Thursdays seem to be the best shared tip for when it comes to content creation. 9 to 1. Late morning, people got into the office or got into their emails. They've had their coffee. Now they're checking to see what's happening on social media. And then, later evenings after dinner, after the kids have been gone to bed, we see a spike in viewers as well. So whatever works best for you, highly recommend finding yourself an editorial calendar. When it comes to Facebook Basics, it's just setting yourself up for success and where to find your content. From this point here, now it's just about content creation and curating your content, whether you're taking photography of your listings, some lifestyle shots, you doing what you do as an agent, behind the scenes stuff. People really eat that stuff up and they like it. So grab yourself an editorial calendar. A simple Google search will yield you a number of options when it comes to social media editorial calendar and templates. A number of social media software platforms have free templates to use. A simple Excel spreadsheet excuse me, will work best for you guys. You don't need to go too heavy into the details. Just get yourself a Monday through Sunday calendar and start mapping out the content. Monday is going to be motivational. Monday is going to be start off the week with something positive. Excuse me, got my tickle. Wednesdays are going to be great for maybe setting yourself up for the weekend. Maybe you've got a listing. Maybe you've got an open house that's coming. You want to do a teaser. If you don't have an open house or you don't have a listing, then fill in those times with content around your knowledge, your what you know as an agent, what you've done in the past. Just because you don't have a listing doesn't mean you can't still showcase your skill set and your wisdom. Take the top 3 questions that you get the most. You've answered these questions before. So pop open the camera or open up your smartphone and grab yourself a tripod and just quickly paraphrase, hey guys, Keith Flynn, director, West USA agent, focusing on the North Valley here. Wanted to share a quick feedback that I got from a recent question I had from a prospective buyer. The question was this, and this is how I answered it. And so those quick videos establish trust, credibility. Keep them under 60 seconds to start. Again, you really haven't, for most of us, established any trust with your audience yet. So they're not going to watch a 2 or 3 minute video right out the gate. Hit them with some micro content, 30 seconds or less. Hey guys, quick question for you here that I wanted to share. Got a call the other day from a potential buyer. Didn't think they could qualify, but once I connected them with XYZ Mortgage, VIP Mortgage, and they were able to answer the questions about pre-qualifying. They were concerned about some credit. This was the question, how I answered it. Name drop your lender. Maybe you have your lender on the video with you. You guys do a Zoom call together and you record it, and then you share that video. Again, given our current environment, we're doing a lot of video conferencing, a lot of calls. You can record these and then use that as content on your Facebook page. Establish yourself as an expert. Go back into the archives of all the questions, comments, experiences you've had, and then bring those forward to the current day, and leave out the names to protect the innocent. But talk about what you did and how you worked around a certain challenge that you may have had. People will get to learn more about you. You'll establish likability. And they will see that you are an expert and a knowledgeable real estate agent, and they'll feel better about using you the next time they have a need or they know someone who does. The goal is to establish the relationship now so that when the need comes around, you've already built that trust and credibility with them. Now it's just about their specific need and getting rolling. Get out into the community, do some video, some content creation about your neighborhood, nightlife, restaurants. When it comes to establishing yourself as the neighborhood mayor, Facebook is going to be an awesome platform for you to showcase that knowledge and to feature a neighborhood or an area. Interview a small business owner who may be opening up, who is struggling right now. Maybe they have some new menu items. They've pivoted to compensate for this whole COVID-19 thing. And you're the first one to get out there and get them exposure. They're going to remember you, especially if they're on video with you. Naturally, they're going to want to share that content with their family and friends. So it's a great opportunity for you to cross post, get some love from them, and then obviously get some exposure for you as well. So I can go on and on all day about content creation. But this is pretty much, like I said, this was Facebook Basics, just getting your business page up and running. If you guys have any questions, comments after the fact, you can email me. I'm Keith@westusa.com. Always happy to help. I've got a ton of different ideas, things that you can do, whether it's getting your gear together, working through how to edit a video, apps to use, you name it. We're here for you guys. We're happy to help. Check out our past videos. I know it's all relative, right? When it comes to marketing, if you're not marketing yourself and you're not doing a good job of doing it, it doesn't matter that you have a license because you're not in business. I think marketing is the number one thing that you need to focus on when it comes to being a real estate agent. Doesn't matter what you do. If no one knows you exist, you're not in business. I'm not going to help you guys out. So next week, speaking of marketing, next Thursday, 10 a.m., we're going to be doing personal branding. It's very important as real estate agents because we are our business. Personal branding is very important. And it's more than just, hey, here's my logo and here's my colors and I'm an agent. It's about the way you speak to people, the content and the clarity of the information you put out there, where you put yourself, how you engage with people, the message that you're putting out there. Run you guys through personal branding tips, tricks, ideas, things that are going to help you elevate your game, differentiate yourself from your competition, and set yourself up above everybody else. And so feel free to join us next Thursday. Love to have you guys back on. Of course, look for this recording after the fact on our main business page or at our YouTube channel. You guys have been fantastic. I look forward to your questions after the fact. Stay safe, be positive, and we'll talk to you soon.